You're live on the Pulse. Thanks for staying with us. My name is Daniel Daze. Now, this week we had some exciting news in the automotive industry. President Akufo-Addo actually put out some information about the start of a vehicle assembling by a German car maker, Volkswagen, which has resulted in the availability of some affordable brand new vehicles. Now, he went on to give the cost of those vehicles in the tweet, and then, as politicians will always do, take credit for creating the enabling environment which has resulted in the creation of an industry which almost did not exist in Ghana. That feat by VW is just one of the many that the industry is pregnant with. Soon, Toyota, Sinotruk, Renault, among others, are in preparation to begin production in Ghana. And our very own Kantanka, which is already in production in Ghana. This afternoon, the Pulse puts the spotlight on this industry, speaking to manufacturers, vehicle dealers, consumers, and regulators. This conversation is our top story for the day. Now, first though, let's bring you a report on a new vehicle which was launched in Accra yesterday, the Hyundai Palisade 2020. It's a new car that actually replaced the Grand Santa Fe, which also replaced the Hyundai Veracruz, which was introduced in 2006. Palisade is the biggest Hyundai SUV and the newcomer in that SUV lineup. This flagship mid-size SUV and CUV is completely new concept. It comes with various eye-catching elements to the interior and exterior designs. The Palisade has a high-tech convenience safety features that offers an enjoyable, luxurious and relaxed lifestyle for the driver. It's also a big performer in the mid-size segment. But I will not tell you all. Kojo Yankson will.
It's not your typical Hyundai look, but they have been very, very careful to create this impression with the grille of strength and muscle. So imagine this coming towards you in traffic. It's that imposing feel that they want to use as the first hint that Hyundai has elevated. And now they are playing in the big leagues. This is the biggest Hyundai vehicle, the most luxurious, the most comfortable, the most advanced 7-seater SUV, the Hyundai Palisade. With the lights, you realize that they've got the day lights which are running a thread from the very top all the way through to the bottom. They've got the vertical 3-cluster highlights, so you can imagine these coming on in the night. The imposing vertical feel of these powerful lights as they make their way through nighttime traffic. Rain, hail, sleet or snow, this car will just plow through it like butter. Now they've gone for the typical Y-shaped 5-spoke look for the tires, giving it that muscular, thicker feel. It makes it look like it's gripping the road all the more just because of that stability of the Y arches for each of the spokes. Now this is a hub you are going to see from afar and recognize. It's going to become iconic, no doubt about that. Now generally, what they've done with the new Palisade is they've elevated the Hyundai 4x4 to the heights of your typical Range Rovers, and they are trying to compete with the Prados and the Honda Pilots of the world. Now they've gone for this muscular sort of skirting at the bottom of the doors. Now it just makes the car look a bit thicker and meaner, leaner in the middle, fatter at the bottom. It just gives that impression that the car is gripping the road all the more. Hyundai may have pulled off the impossible. They may just have elevated their game from the small hatch into the big league muscular SUV seamlessly with their own technology, bringing to the fore very competitive features that other vehicles are going to be very envious of. The H-Track four-wheel drive system is something different. It is a smart thinking four-wheel drive system that understands the terrain you're driving on and moves power to whichever wheel needs it the most. And you don't have to touch a button for this to happen. It works automatically in the background with a 3.8-liter engine that is going to make the most of every single drop of fuel. Less than 14.5 liters of petrol will give you 100 kilometers of travel in this beast. Welcome to the interior of the brand new Hyundai Palisade. This is a comfortable place to live. Trust me on that. This is a car that is designed for long-term time spending in your vehicle, for long journeys, and for those times when you're going to be stuck in traffic for an inordinately long time. This is a comfortable and rather perfect place to be. Come in and let me show you a little bit more. In addition to the easy to control steering, we've got the flappy paddle gears, so that if you want to take control of this automatic beast and control it yourself and tell it what to do, you can do that very easily with the flappy paddles. It's got all kinds of modes for the very well appointed entertainment system. Right now, of course, we're listening to Joy 99.7 FM, no surprise there. Now, the controls for everything that this entertainment system can do are right here on your steering console, making it easy. But of course, so many cars are like that. I want to tell you about how this car drives. It's got several settings. So while you're driving, you can be in one of any of these 6, 7 settings, whether it's sand, mud, snow, comfort, eco, sport, or smart. Now, the sand, mud, and snow are self-explanatory. The comfort drive will pick the best and most comfortable suspension settings for you, so that as you go along any kind of road, you feel as little of the potholes as possible. That is a handy feature for Ghana. Of course, there's the eco feature, so that when you want to conserve a bit of fuel, you can do so in this car. It's a 3.8-liter engine, so it's not the biggest 4x4 engine. However, it is very, very economical, yet it gives you so much power, especially when you are in the sport mode or the smart mode. The smart mode learns how you drive, so that every time you drive, it picks up your driving habits, and when you get to familiar terrain, it switches the settings of the car to match how you drive in those terrains. This car has a brain. This car gets to know you, and it drives to your taste. Your gears are so easy. You've got drive, neutral, reverse, and park. There's an auto hold in case you need it. And of course, you can pick any of these drive modes that we discussed earlier. The air conditioning is so clever. You've got front air conditioning, you've got rear air conditioning. It's the same for the music. You can switch off the rear speakers. So if you have a baby in the back who falls asleep and you don't want to disturb them, you can set your speakers to play the music only in the front. The baby will sleep peacefully in the back, hearing hardly any of the music that is playing. That's smart Hyundai for you. It's got all the appointments. You've got a sunroof, 2 sunroofs, so that if you feel political and you want to stand up and wave, you can do that from the back. Now, it's got so much space in the back. I want to show you the space in the back in just a moment. So maybe you're a big man, you like to ride in the back. Well, there's more than enough room. Now, I am 6 foot tall, but even while this front seat is moved quite substantially back, I still have a lot of space for my knees. I can stretch out, and I can comfortably see myself sitting in this position all the way from here to Bolgatanga if I have to, in all the comfort that this vehicle can afford. This is quality Napa leather from Italy. They've used this to upholster the entirety of the car, so you get a feel of quality with this car. When you spend money on quality, it doesn't hurt. You know, so when you look around the Hyundai Palisade, all you see is attention to detail. The stitching is done perfectly, evenly spaced. It tells you that somebody has taken the pain to put together this car to to the absolute perfection of the most perfectionist customer. Imagine spending 2 hours in traffic every day in the back of this car. You will grow to love your investment. You will grow to be glad that you spent money on a Hyundai. I would certainly recommend it, and I would recommend that at the very least you come and have a test drive from Hyundai here in Accra to Bichibi Lamte Circle. They're waiting for you. They're waiting to show you the magic that they performed in the brand new Palisade. Until then,